these are all the considerations that I would put into sitting down and coming up with a lasting digital library, and keep improving this as the tools improve. I think we could build them several machines, hundreds, as affordable as possible. If you gave me X number of dollars, this should be the challenge. If you gave me X number of dollars and I had to preserve human knowledge, how many books could I store versus how many, and maybe several libraries of books, and how much could I use that same money to build a library that would hold pretty much everything that we've ever had? One of the problems I have with this solution is that it's heavily curated, and we don't know what's going to be important. The only reason Andy and I are authors is because we bypassed the curation machine. We would never have gotten published had we not just kind of broken the rules the way we did. So I'm sad to think about what's going to be lost. A lot of books that never have a print edition at all. They're self-published in digital form, and they might be the best thing ever written 500 years from now. And if we don't save everything, we'll lose those. These are basic things that we're going to need. You guys have done some of this with the Rosetta project. How to get the stuff out of the machines? I think like projection to me is the most obvious, to have something that you can read without having to have moving parts, something very robust. But the ability to project, to display on the device, and maybe even to print copies. They have this espresso book machine now. It's about the size of a large printer, and it pops out a fully formed book. Will that survive 10,000 years? I don't know, but maybe we can look into making it robust enough to survive 1,000, so that as soon as things go to hell, as long as we've kept it maintained, it'll last long enough to bridge the gap. I think all of this should be open source. I think we should definitely do the timestamp thing. I love that idea. And I think it should be crowdsourced. One thing you could do, for instance, with the Long Now Foundation is create a thumb drive that had what you thought was important. Maybe as much of this is in copyright or public domain, I would give you the rights to have my digital edition on there and sell them to people, make enough to have a profit to support the Long Now Foundation, but then everyone has, then you have tens of thousands of copies of these thumb drives out there, which improves the chances that we find these things. And you can plug it into your computer anytime you want, and it'll do an update, refresh it.